Next with Max Far Away YouTube channel, and I'm back with another video. I got my digital camera back, so this should be better quality. However, who knows, it could be the same as my iPhone. iPhones are getting pretty good these days. This is an annoying start to a video, but anyway, I'm back, and look, I got an idea for this video because I've always just kind of assumed that other people watch my videos in the way that I used to watch Peace Corps videos, which is basically that I've always pretty much known I was, like, from the time I started watching videos, I pretty much knew that the Peace Corps was what I was gonna do. I was either like heavily considering it, in the process of applying, had been accepted, or you know, basically was just trying to get an idea of what it would look like to be a Peace Corps volunteer, right? What my life was gonna look like. And like, that was the place that I watched these videos from. And then the other day, I got a Snapchat message from somebody who was like, if you don't follow me on Snapchat already, follow me on Snapchat. It's really fun. I'll put it like right here on the video so that you can follow me. But somebody messaged me on Snapchat and they're like, oh, you just, you know, thank you for sharing this. You inspire me so much. La-di-da-di. And I realized that that person sent me like that same message like 6 months before that. And I'm sitting there thinking like, yeah, I don't think I do inspire you because you're still at home, right? Like, you're still sitting at home with your college degree in your back pocket, you know, working your restaurant job, or maybe you even have a better job, you know, I'm not saying, you know, but I clearly don't inspire you because you're still sitting there and you have no excuses to not be out here doing what I'm doing, right? Like, inspiration inspires someone to action. What I realize some people are doing is that they're just living in fantasy. They're sitting at home and they're watching these videos of me and other Peace Corps volunteers who are out here doing it and calling it inspiration, when in reality they're not doing anything about getting themselves to this place. So what I'm here to say is, like, what are you waiting for? Start your application right now. The application today is so much easier than when I did it. Like, when I was filling out my application, I would spend like 2-hour sessions, like, all month long. Not every day, but like, I was spending like 2-hour sessions filling out this application that had all these sections and you know, things. And from what I've heard, the application today, like, you can do it in 1 day, assuming you've got like your resume and stuff written out. It's so easy, and you have so much more choice over where you get to go in the Peace Corps now. Like, when I applied, you just said, like, I think I just got to tell them that I wanted to go to Africa. And they were like, all right, cool, done. And then they placed me in an African country. I was blessed to get an incredible country that I love, that's Ghana. But other people today, you get to give like your top 3 choices, and I'm pretty sure you basically always get one of your top 3 choices. Don't quote me on that, because I don't know. But you have it's so much easier, and you have so much more choice in where you get to go, that it's in, like, what are you doing? What are you waiting for? You're sitting at home watching videos, and you have no excuses. Like, screw your student loans. Like, that's what a Peace Corps deferment is for. Most people here have student loans. They have their loans deferred. And I've talked to people recently who are like, well, I just like want to wait until I pay my loan. No! What are you doing? If it's what you have, if in your heart you want to be in the Peace Corps right now, go and join the Peace Corps. Maybe it's not the Peace Corps. Maybe you want to be traveling somewhere. Maybe you want to go, you know, be teaching English in Thailand. Go and do it right now. Okay? People are, you have no excuses. I hear people say that, you know, maybe they have a good job and they don't want to quit their, you know, their job. And I'm like sitting here thinking, is that, when you're on your deathbed, are you going to be thinking about like, oh man, I'm really glad I played it safe with my HR job, and you know, I sat around listening to people bitch about their boss for that extra 2 years, and I never went out and joined the Peace Corps. Like, what? Are you insane? You're gonna, like, you should be afraid of missing this opportunity. You should be so much more afraid of missing this opportunity than salvage, you know, than like maintaining your job. Like, how little faith in yourself do you have to not think that you can get yourself back to a place that you've already been to? okay? You can always go back to work. You can always go back and start paying on your student loans. But life doesn't get any more free as time goes on. You don't get more free as your life goes on, right? If you have the window right now, take advantage of it, because you don't know what's gonna happen in the next year or two. You know, who knows what could happen, and you might not get the chance. If you have the blessing to be free enough to take this opportunity right now, do it. Do it right now, because so few of you have excuses. Like, there are very few things that are genuinely prohibiting people from getting out into the world and doing the type of traveling that they want. If you're okay, and I should say this, if you're okay, like, you know, working a job and getting your 10-day vacation in France once a year, that's fine. But the type of traveling that I'm talking about is getting out into the world and spending considerable amount of time in other countries, like living this life of freedom. There have been times where I'm sitting around with my friends, and maybe I'm on break from school, and we're just sitting at a beach, and we don't even know where we're gonna be the next day. We're just like, wake up and we're like, well, what do you got? Where do we want to go today? Where are we gonna be? Look, screw it, let's stay another day. And we have our coffee and we eat our food, we go swimming, and we sit around and laugh all night, and then we wake up the next day and try to figure out what we want, what do we want to do now? We decide maybe we want to go to the Capitol and go out and have, it's a type of freedom that you will never ever get in your life when you're out and you're traveling, whether it's in the Peace Corps or whether it's, any other type of traveling opportunity. It's so free, and sometimes you only have one window to take advantage of that, and that's what I'm trying to do. And I'm sorry if I seem like really fired up about this, but the idea of not getting what I want out of life because of what other people think, because of money, because of what my family thinks, because of what people are telling me I'm supposed to do, the idea of not getting what I want out of life because of those things literally makes me want to throw up all over my camera right now. Like, it makes me sick to think about living my life according to other people's, ideas, or according to social conditioning that we kind of receive. So, you guys get out there and do it. I'm here. It's the best decision I've ever made in my life. Like, I really feel like I've made an impact here. I've grown. I feel more grounded, more confident, more intelligent than I've ever felt in my life. The Peace Corps was genuinely one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. And I want to inspire you guys to action, because it's not enough to sit around and watch videos. Like, you've got to get up, you've got to change your life, you've got to snap out, break out of the box, because it's so easy to get caught in the day-to-day, get caught up in your 9 to 5, and get caught up in what everybody else is doing. And it can seem so difficult to just break out of that and do what you want to do, but it's not difficult. Start your application process, get going, get out in the world, because this might be your only chance to do something of this magnitude, for this period of time, and be as free as I feel today and as fulfilled as I feel today in what I'm doing. So get out there, take action, get out into the world. If you don't want to, then don't do it. But for those of you that feel in your heart that this is where you should be out in the world experiencing other cultures, get out there and get it done. Stop making excuses, and come and join me. It's a great life.
Wicked and a never. One day things will get better. We got me fun in Ghana, America and Jamaica.